you're new here, welcome. I am lulling Lisa ASMR, hoping to lull you into a state of relaxation, sleep, or entertainment through ASMR. Today's video is brought to you by a partnership that I'm in with Dossier, and Dossier is an incredible perfume brand. You've probably heard me talk a lot about them over the past maybe year or so, and they have kindly sent me some more scents to review, and I just wanted to let you know that they're having really great sales, so check out the description box in, of course, this link, and I will be providing you with a discount code and some more information on Dossier. But essentially they reproduce high-end luxury scents, so all of their scents are inspired by really amazing designer scents, but they are a fraction of the price, so they are so affordable. They have a risk-free system which allows customers to try the perfumes before committing to them, and they're really great with returns. So you have essentially, I believe, a 30-day return policy, so if any scent is not to your liking, because scents are so personal, sometimes you think you'll love a scent, you might even smell something in the store, buy it, and then bring it home and not like it. That work happens to me all the time, so they're great with full refunds, which is amazing. I just wanted to mention that their scents start at $29, and they have some scents that are comparable to like $180, $280, etc. So it's really incredible. They are really comparable to the scents that they are inspired by. So I mean, I will show you one that is inspired by Baccarat Rouge, and it is so delicious and so spot on. My sisters and my mom all bought this perfume because it is affordable, unlike the original that is just not affordable. And they have just so many great deals going on right now, so I wanted to talk to you about the perfumes just a little bit. And the good thing is that they have these perfume cards, so they give you the top notes, the middle notes, and the base notes. So if you like a perfume or don't, you can sort of evaluate how that works for yourself, which is great. So for example, this perfume I'm going to be showing you first is called Fougère Oud, and it is inspired by Tom Ford. Oh, this one I believe is unisex. A lot of Tom Ford is unisex. Oh my gosh. This smells so good. I would wear this, and I could definitely picture my husband wearing this as well. So yeah, super, super great. Absolutely love this scent. And this was a new one for me, so sometimes I don't know how I'm going to like things, and I love it. Then we have the Ambery Saffron, inspired by the Baccarat Rouge. Saffron, orange blossom is the top notes, middle notes, jasmine, plum, cedarwood, base notes, oak moss, fir balsam, and amber. I'm a sucker for amber, and I really like this. And the good thing about this is that it's not a heavy amber smell, because sometimes amber smells can be a little bit heavy, and then they all sort of smell the same. This is like super light and delicious. I'm even gonna just spray a little bit on me right now because I love this. So yes, shop Dossier in the description box below on my video link, and let me know how you like it, because I've really been loving these perfumes and colognes so far. So now let's get to the video. Okay, so we are going to do a Kokology test. Since the introduction of this has already been quite long, I'm basically going to jump right in, but as you know, these tests are designed to reveal your hidden meanings and attitudes about sex, family, love, work, and more. We're going in this together. I don't know what this is going to be about. We're going to find out together. So essentially, I'll paint a picture for you, we're going to answer some questions, and then we're going to find out what our answers mean, which is wonderful. And this one I've been excited to do. It's one of the longer, so it's going to paint like a nice picture for us, so it's going to get us into a nice mood. And it's one of the few longer Kokology tests that I have left. A lot of them are multiple choice, which are nice too, but I really love these more open-ended, longer questions. So relax, get comfortable, and let me introduce you to a Kokology test called All to a drama. It's an easy comparison to make. The coming and going of the characters, the suspense as each day's plot unfolds, the lines we hear spoken, and the acts performed. You could say we live each day on stage. There are even genres to the stories. Office comedies and after-school specials, sometimes even a mystery or romance. And the star of each daily episode is you. You are the star. That's what makes life's drama so fascinating and endlessly varied. Let's see where this is going. Every cast member in every scene, every extra on the street, is the star of his or her own story in a plot that gets more complex every day. Just a side note, I think about that often, how the extras in our lives, like the people we see walking around the neighborhood, whatever, they're the star of their own story, and they all have so much going on in their life, we can't even imagine. I actually think about that a lot, all the time, so it's interesting. So, even the simplest exchange between two people can have infinite implications as the drama plays out. Maybe that's why, despite the same old characters and storylines, we can never seem to get enough. In this next scenario, the curtain is up, the crowd is waiting, and the spotlight is on you. Interesting. So, let me just briefly peek. Okay, we're going to be asked 4 questions, which is super nice, and they're not multiple choice, which I love, so get ready. Question 1. You are a member of a theater group. What type of play do you most want to act in? In the play, what do you picture as your big scene? Explain in detail. So you're a member of a theater group. What type of play do you most want to act in? What type of play? In the play, what do you picture as your big scene? Explain in detail. So I'll let you think about that a little. And if you need to write your answers down, you can even do so in the comment section and then share them. Or not, it's up to you. Just to help you remember, okay? So think about that. What is your big scene? Next, you audition for the part and are chosen among all your fellow performers for the starring role. What words does your main rival have for you on being chosen? You audition for the part and are chosen from among all your fellow performers for the starring role. What words does your main rival have for you on being chosen? Think about that for a second. Imagine the words of your rival upon being chosen. At the last dress rehearsal, this is question 3 now. At the last dress rehearsal before opening night, you see the director sitting with his arms crossed in front of him. He looks dissatisfied with your performance. So, at the last dress rehearsal right before opening night, you see the director sitting with his arms crossed in front of him. He looks dissatisfied with your performance, so he's not happy with it. What is it he doesn't like about your performance? Okay, so think about that. What is it the director doesn't like about your performance? Question 4, this is the final question. The performance goes off without a hitch, and the play was a huge success. The crowd has gone home happy after the encore, and the theater is quiet. So the performance is fantastic. The play was a success. The whole crowd has gone home happy after the encore, and the theater is quiet. What do you say to the empty hall as you stand there looking out from the darkened stage? What do you say to the empty hall as you stand there looking out test is over for all the world's a stage. Now we're going to find out what this means. So here's the key to all the world's a stage. The theater represents a world of imagination you create for yourself. Your answers to this game reveal what lies waiting in your own future. This is interesting, okay. 1. So, they said you're a member of a theater group. What type of play do you most want to act in? And what do you picture as your biggest scene? So, 1. The type of drama you wanted to perform corresponds to your future. Did you foresee a melodrama, a tragedy, or a slapstick pie fight? And your big scene reveals what you predict will be the turning point in your life. If it was a love scene, there may be a romantic lead waiting to change your life. Was the scene of parting with friends, of meeting new people, or a heated battle? These could be cues for you to take center stage and make your command performance. So that's interesting. So this is sort of like predicting your future. So what did you see in the play that you were acting in? I predicted I wanted to do Shakespeare because when I think of plays, that's like the first one that comes to my mind. But I was thinking I don't want it to be a tragedy, so I don't want to do like Macbeth or Romeo and Juliet or anything. And then I was thinking, isn't there like a Midsummer Night's Dream? And there's like a fairy scene, and it's like very like magical and whimsical, and I just imagine myself acting out like a love scene from Midsummer Night's Dream. But I confess I don't know enough about that play, so I don't know why I picked it, but I just thought it would be a good idea. And I thought it would be like nice and popular, but not too depressing. I believe it's not that depressing, but I could be wrong. But that's what I imagined, so I suppose you can't be wrong if your intention is there. So what was your scene? And to be fair, maybe you did pick a more tragic Shakespearean play because that's all you're familiar with. I wouldn't say that tragedy awaits you. Maybe I would just say that like you're more like a serious, dramatic like time in your life. I wouldn't say tragedy, okay? Let's try to be positive. Now, number 2 was you audition for the part and are chosen among your fellow performers for the starring role. Okay, so what words does your rival have for you? 2. The image you have of your rival reflects how your future self might react to the person you are today. The rival's words give an idea of how you think you will feel while looking back on your life when you're older. Was your response something encouraging like, nice, keep up the good work, or was there a sense of caution, don't get a big head, one good show doesn't make you a star, you've still got a long way till you make it to the big time? Interesting. So your rival is your future self. So because they said rival, I kind of imagined my rival being a little snarky. So I kind of imagine them saying like, yeah, good luck, break a leg, you know? Like, but like not necessarily like so happy. You know, kind of like a little, you know, like almost a little sassy, but not rude. Just like, yeah, break a leg. Because obviously they're probably sad that they didn't get the part, right? So that's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess only time will tell. This might be the only Kokology test where we can't tell if it's accurate. But okay, so 3. At the last dress rehearsal before opening night, the director was dissatisfied with your performance. What is it he doesn't like? So 3. The director watches every aspect of the performance with a cold, objective eye. His dissatisfaction was caused by a weakness you unconsciously recognize in yourself. The flaw in your performance represents the area in which you're most likely to make mistakes in the future. If he said your character was getting lost in all the scenery, you may need to work harder at standing up for yourself in life. Who's the star of the show anyway? On the other hand, if he told you were hogging the stage, you might want to try toning things down a notch. Nobody likes a ham. If he told you your timing was off, be careful not to miss opportunities that come knocking in your life. There are no chances to redo a scene in the real world. exciting to watch, you should try to liven up your life a little. If you even can't sit through your performance, think of how the rest of the world feels. Ouch. So I couldn't really think of what the director would say. It was kind of difficult for me, but I imagined him saying like, because I imagine like a love scene, and like obviously it's not with my partner, I'm guessing, if I'm in a play. And I imagine him saying like, the director saying like, put more passion into it, you know, like make it more like dramatic and passionate. So maybe I need a little more drama and passion in my life. Who knows? That's very interesting. Now 4. So 4 was that the performance went off without a hitch, the crowd has gone home, the theater is quiet. What do you say to the empty hall as you stand there looking at the darkened stage? So, finally, your words to the empty theater are the words you picture yourself saying at the end of your life. Recognize any of these famous last words. Thank God that's over. I need a drink. An understandable statement, but there aren't any bars where you're headed. How do you know? Or I couldn't have done it without the little people. It's good to remember the people who helped us on the way. Or that wasn't so bad. Maybe that's the best parting line that any of us can hope to be able to say. Or look out world, here I come. Just where is it exactly that you think you're going? I didn't have like exact words because I felt like I was speaking to like an empty auditorium, but I think I just like had a sense of like pride and accomplishment because despite like the critique from the director and everything, it still went off without a hitch, so I was just proud of myself. So I think I just had a feeling of accomplishment and pride, and I think I said something like I can't wait to do that again or something like that, which is interesting. Maybe that means I'll be reincarnated. Who knows, but that was one of the last longer Kokology tests in this book anyway. There is a part 2 for this book, so when I am finished, we still have a few multiple choice ones to go, but when I am finished with this book, I will be purchasing the second one, so don't worry. And if you missed my latest Kokology video, that was actually done by ChatGPT, so it's good to know that if we ever run out of these, we can definitely get help from ChatGPT, which is super cool. So I actually want to tinker away and work on some of those with ChatGPT. It was really cool, but yeah. So that was this Kokology test. As always, let me know if you enjoyed, if you found it accurate, and I do love when you share your answers too. I'm sure all of you love to read each other's answers because it's nice to look and compare and even gather some information on what you think this means and so on. So yeah, so happy to be sitting here with you today. My room is a little festive, but I'm sorry, this angle that I'm sitting at, it doesn't look that exciting. I apologize. Maybe I liked it better when I was filming over there. But yeah, hopefully you still enjoyed and were able to relax and get cozy to this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you, of course, as always, in the next one. Bye-bye. Sweet dreams if you're off to bed. Happy relaxation if you're not.